YouTube world, right? So we're gonna do an update on the saltwater tank with all the new corals. So I got some corals last week, and I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what they look like. So we got one right here. This one is interesting because it's not really that cool looking, but hey, you know, let's see what it grows into. And there's another piece right there, and I apologize. The glass needs to really be worked on. There's a lot of algae growing on it. It's like brown algae too. So I mean, water's crystal clear, but the glass is not. But for once, there's no spots on the glass. You know, running water. Anyways, then I got another coral. Was pretty much like this, but it kind of fell off the frag. But I did try to put the pieces in here and stuff like that because that's where it is. That's the frag. But it kind of fell apart, and then the little pieces are swimming around, so they will eventually settle and maybe grow in. Lionfish is doing really good. He's getting big. The chewed moray eel is right here. He's doing really good, and that's what they do. Gotta keep on breathing. And he's doing really good. We know about this coral, the leather coral. Oh yeah, gotta do an update real quick. So the chewed moray eel, he really did wedge himself under this rock completely, and he completely lifted it all the way up, and now it's against the glass. So remember, it was like about 2 inches away. You know, it was a good bit away, like you could actually get in there and clean it a little bit, and then it's getting closer. I was like, man, it's about 1 inch closer now, and now it's against the glass. So yeah, but everything settled down, pressed down, and it looks really good. It's nice and flush, I think. And it can't get any worse because it just can't. Because the way this rock goes, it actually goes down and in quite a bit, and it's actually this whole piece right here. So if we look here, and it goes in quite a bit, so it goes like this, and then up and in also. So this big ass boulder right here is sitting in it, and then all these things are wedged in it, and then this is also a really big piece which goes up and then that way. And then there's a really big piece that where all the brain corals are sitting on was sitting wedged into it. So that's it. He can't move it anymore. There's no way, unless he breaks the glass. Hopefully not. Alright, back to the corals. The next coral is the I don't know what coral that is, but you know, it's really coming out of the rock there, and like I said, it's coming out on both sides. There I actually plugged one, and I put it in this hole, so let's see if it, you know, eventually comes out or not. We don't know. It might have not made it. This is one of the new corals. That one's really awesome. I love it. It's a soft coral. It's really, really, really cool looking. I mean, that thing is badass. This one I did not take off the frag because I just did not know how to get it off the frag because it's a soft coral. I didn't want to hurt it, and I think right there is a beautiful place for it. This coral right here, the pulsing coral, is really filling in, and like I mentioned with the chewed moray eel moving the rock and everything settling down, that hole basically filled itself in, you know what I'm saying? So that one leather polyp coral is actually really far deep in there now, because as it was sinking, he was sinking with it. So he's going to have to grow and reach back out, but he's doing good because, as you can see, you know, he's reaching for the light. So he's good, I really think so, and they're really hardy, and I believe he's just going to really come out and kind of fill it, and it's going to be really pretty. I will maybe eventually move this coral, but I don't know where yet. It's actually a soft, hard coral, like at the same time, like it has hard stems going up, it's rock, but the top is soft. So I would imagine it grows like this eventually. So I'm not for sure if I want to leave it there. That's why I haven't actually super glued it down. So yes, all my brain corals I super glued down. My very first time, and I actually killed one, but I never super glued frags down before, so I didn't know what was going to happen necessarily. I thought, you know, I'll put some super glue down, and you know, I just super glue them in place. As the super glue touched the water, it hardened like immediately, so it was not actually easy. So I put a lot of super glue, and then I was nervous because I had to like press press on the coal. So as you can see, there's big globs of super glue, but every coal in there is nice and snug, like they're not moving. And I only, you know, killed one. I feel bad, but you know, things happen. First try. So we got some really cool brain coals, and this is the brain coal ledge up there, and this is exactly what I wanted. This one's really awesome looking, and I apologize. Like I said, I gotta clean the glass so we can actually see these guys. But if we go over here, we can probably see much better. So this one's cool. Big glob of super glue, but he's gonna do good, and hopefully grows over the super glue, and you know, fills in the rock really nice. Then we have another one right here. This is a common one, but he's doing good, and he should fill in that spot really well and start getting bigger. And this is not necessarily a brain coal, I don't think. This one right here, dead center, not this one, but this one with the green. It's like, yeah, there we go. It looks like volcanoes, kind of. And yeah, so it has this red, you know, volcano shaped type deal going up, and then in the center has this really nice green. So it's really interesting. And it had this dip in the rock, so I actually kind of just put it in there and super glued in place, so it should grow out, and it didn't die, still doing good. So hell yeah. This one, the green one here, this brain coal right here, this one's gorgeous. I'm sorry we're getting a really bad picture, but that one is so pretty. I'm trying to get through all the algae and the pods on the glass. See them? All these pods, they look like bugs. Yeah, I apologize for the bad video, but yeah, that's a brain coal ledge, looking awesome. There's a silly foot crab. I actually got a second one, really cool. Thinking about getting 3 of them because the true moray eel doesn't actually eat those, and they're really cool to watch. But yeah, and then this coal is doing really good too. You know, soft coal. Oh yeah. And then, you know, the brain coal ledge. Apologize again. Algae everywhere. Can't see into the tank. Hell yeah. Do we got light? I think we do. Yeah. The sump is doing good too. The Kato, I actually sold a lot of it, so it's really tiny, and I do have to mess with it sometimes because it's so small that about every, I want to say 2 times a day, it does manage to get itself stuck on the power head. But no lie, it does actually stay in the middle for a good 12 hours before it gets over there. So yeah, so I check it once a day, and yeah. But that's the Kato spinning. It's tiny, but it really does try to make itself over there and get stuck on the power heads. This is how small it is. But everything is doing really good down here. The snail is huge, and there was actually a baby snail in here. So when I had the other turbo snail, so I actually put a turbo snail back in here to clean up some of the hair algae, which he's been doing good at. I don't know if you remember, but there was hair algae on this ledge and up there. And it's still there and still there, but he's been doing a really good job cleaning up. So I actually put one turbo snail back up there, the smaller one, and left the bigger one in here. And I actually found a very small baby turbo snail earlier. I was doing a little bit of maintenance on the saltwater tank, and yeah, I was like, wow, there's a baby snail in there. I should have recorded earlier because now he's definitely not around. But yeah, that was really cool. I was like, they breed it or something, because it's not actually that easy to breed snails in the tank. But I mean, maybe there's, you know, snails that are easy and other snails that aren't easy. But in saltwater tanks, from what I read, snails are actually a little bit more difficult. So I was like, wow, you know, we got a turbo snail to breed. So that's cool. And yeah, so that's the saltwater tank. And I apologize, you know, for rambling on so long and everything. And yeah, so there's Lionfish looking gorgeous. He eats really well. He's getting big, and chewed moray eel. Well, YouTube, that's saltwater tank, and I wish you an awesome night, and y'all be good. Laters.